I just love to welcome you to Sterling Estates. We have a full continuum of living here. Besides our cottages, we have garden homes for the independent living. We have independent apartments. And actually we're building a whole nother set of independent apartments that'll have a beautiful clubhouse and another dining community called our club, which we're excited about. And then we also have our assisted living if anybody ever needs any assistance. So we have our beautiful landmark building where our residents that maybe someday need some extra help, they can move into that building. Many couples come to our community because they are just tired of having to take care of the home and the yard and worry about all the bills. They can come here and everything is taken care of for them. And you know, a lot of them at this stage in their life are very active still, and they're maybe only in the early 70s, but they just are at the point now where they want to enjoy life and have fun and not have to worry about anything.
Well, we made the decision very quickly.
Which our children still couldn't understand.
I said, well, we saw what we liked, and we thought we had reached the point in our life that it was time to downsize. So it was a very simple decision. We were impressed with the cottages because most everywhere we had looked, they did not have cottages.
When we first moved, I told people very fondly that I felt like we were on a little Mayberry street because it was such a nice neighborhood. People are so wonderful and the care is so good that it's just been a real blessing to be a part of this community.
We are so different because so many buildings and communities you go to are high-rise buildings and there's no green space. We are different. We're on 30 acres here and our residents walk all the time. And we have the bocce ball court and the gardens and we have the dog park and we have several more parks to come. We are so proud of that.
I felt like this place would be best for me because I had to make a new life. And I wanted community, and this place is the most caring community I think I've ever lived in. And it doesn't matter if you're an independent and you live in a cottage up here, or if you live in the landmark building and you're assisted living, we're still part of the community. We see each other every day. We enjoy each other's company. If you want to, you're busy every minute of every day.
With our assisted living community, we are one of the few assisted living communities that is licensed for assisted living. So we are not a personal care provider. Some residents choose to come to our community because they just maybe want to have the 3 meals a day and they want to have the activities and the wellness and feels that security, but they're very independent. Or we may have some residents that come in and maybe they just need help with some medications or a few activities of daily living. But whichever avenue you go down, we can provide that for you.
Whether you eat here at lunch or whether you eat here in the grill at supper time, there's a large menu, and they'll always have specials that are just really, really extraordinary. And that made a real difference because I think since we've got here, we hardly cook at all, whereas in the past at our home, we cooked all the time. So it's well worth being here and having really what I call gourmet food in an atmosphere where you just walk a short walk from our house.
Really sets us apart from any other community, our wellness program. We have a true wellness program. We have over 7,000 square feet of wellness space. It has an indoor heated salted pool. We staff it with an exercise physiologist. She is able to write exercise prescriptions based on their past health, based on their current health, and where do they want to go.
We've had residents come in and live in our assisted living building, and now they're asking if they can move into our independent apartments because they have progressed so well. So that is really an exciting time for us. And our independent apartments, I think, are going to fill up real fast, the new building, with all these new residents that have done so well.
As we evolved to build our next model, we wanted to be able to have our residents to be able to live in place. And that is to go from an independent to go to assisted living. And by now, by building this memory care called the Grand that we just broke ground on, that you're able to stay in place. There's no reason why anybody has to leave our community. The unique thing about our memory care is going to be a 36-unit freestanding. We invested a lot of money and time to take on Dr. John Zeisel, who has I'm Still Here approach. We'll be one of few centers of excellence in the Atlanta area.
So many of our residents, we hear them say, well, why would I come to your community? I'm happy in my home, I have everything I need here. And research shows that if they get involved and they get into a wellness program and they're eating good meals and they're active, it really does slow down diseases, and it helps with living a longer, fuller life. And I can tell you, I've never had a resident move here yet that has said to me, I made a bad choice. I wish I'd stayed where I was. But I constantly hear them say, I wish I'd done it sooner.